All right, everybody, welcome back to Mediocre Gamer Man. This is Final Fantasy 1 playthrough, the final episode. We're finally going to get through the end of this game. I got one little quick thing to do before we get started, and that is to finish off my bestiary. I have one enemy that I have not been able to beat yet, and it is a Tyrannosaurus, and it's located up here in the Great Desert. Bestiary number 103. I'm going to finish that off, and then we are going to hit the Chaos Shrine. And then we're going to finish up this game and start working on Final Fantasy 2. So, lots of great stuff coming. I will see y'all. I'll wait until we hit the Chaos Shrine. But I just wanted to go on ahead and say thanks for joining me for the final episode. Thanks everybody that's watched up to this point. I know it hasn't been the most interesting, gameplay so far. But I'm hoping it improves over time. But thank y'all, all of y'all who did. Definitely like, comment, subscribe down below if you like what I do. You want to see me get better over time. But for now, let me fight a Tyrannosaurus, and I'll see you at the Chaos Shrine. Alright guys, so we're back at the Chaos Shrine. I finally got the T-Rex to appear. It didn't take long, 4 or 5 minutes. It was very anticlimactic though. Killed it in one hit. But bestiary, got the little ding in the bottom corner of my screen saying bestiary is complete. So really, once I beat Chaos, that'll be the end of it. Oddly enough, if you don't go all the way through the final credits, it doesn't count you as actually beating Chaos. It's very strange. So we go here, and then it's gonna kick us up to the next area, and that's where a lot of this starts. So 2,000 years in time. So now we got a whole bunch of areas we have to go through. It's very... I'm trying to remember exactly how, because I remember this with my Warrior Knights, but it's been a while since I did that, so... Alright, we'll get through it. It'll be just fine. Oh, man. We'll try over here first. We'll see what happens. Really, I'm not too worried about that. I'm actually worried about over leveling. I don't want to go above level 50. Because I know that's, in the original game, that's as high as you could go. Okay, so now we're here. We should be here next. I think, maybe. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Slight issue. Wife, you know how it is. Eventually, you swallow something and you start choking. Well, that's what happened to her, and then she had to drink something and get that out, whatever it was, out of her throat. So, all right, back to it. Let's see. Down and down. I'm trying to remember where we were. So many dragons. I need to switch over and start using 2 healing items. We'll see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start using 2 healing items. We're facing off. Death Eye. That's just, it's the evil eye, all over again. Try Ether. Then we have to face off against all the bosses again. So, we've got, what is it? Okay. So this should take us to the next area. Now, we need to... Is it up there? Yeah, it's up there. And now we're on the other side of this. So... See, and here's the problem. You have enemies like this, where you can't kill them in one run. So it's going to take a while. So we'll switch back over here. Yeah, Black Robe. Blizzard is pretty good. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in these, but I'm gonna double check real quick. A lot of enemies to fight. Too many enemies to fight, I think. That's like I said. And I said this in the first or second episode. I don't remember. There's so many enemies to fight. It's so many. I mean, it's just too much. You spend. I mean, out of the I think I've been playing this for like 12 hours now. And out of that 12 hours, I'd say most of it has been battles. Like, easily 90% of it's been battling. But we're almost there. I mean, we'll be there by the end of this episode. We'll have beaten it. Credits will roll, and then we'll fade out into black, and then Final Fantasy II will start. As soon as I'm done filming this episode, though, I'm going to start on Elden Ring. My son wants me to do a Frenzy only. He said Frenzy and Dragon, so I may throw Dragon in there. It's what he wants. We were talking about doing a Dragon only run, but there's no way to get Dragon spells in Elden Ring without killing something first. So it's not a feasible run. This have to go all the way around here to there. And I don't remember if there's anything in there or not. We'll look on our way around. I don't think there is. I think there's just a boss at the stairs, because this is the earth floor. So, and honestly, I'm not even sort of worried about any of the elementals. They get a buff in this area. They're like, I think they get like twice the HP. Oh, excuse me. They get like twice the HP. Honestly, if you had a hard time with them before and you haven't leveled up enough, you will have a hard time with them here. But you shouldn't really struggle against them at all. Can't even walk through the door. I don't think there's anything there. Ooh, that's a lot. I want to know what they're doing. They're on their knees in a very weird pose, reaching out one arm and has their head to the side. What are they doing? It's very weird, and I don't know how to feel about it. I should still be at max strength going into this battle, so I'm not really that worried. Ooh, 1,000. I think, as I had said early on, the 999 was the max. I think that's what it was in the original game. But even if not, I think it's pretty hard to go above that. But, I mean, I could have been wrong. I've read so much stuff about Final Fantasy games, I could have just gotten it backwards. And I'm not worried. One of the things that you want to do before you go into this fight, or not this fight, but this dungeon, you want to make sure you have stocked up. One of the things you want to stock up on are ethers. If you've got magic casters, stock up on ethers. You're going through 4 of all the heavy bosses you've already dealt with, 1 of each, and then the final boss, who is just a pain all by his lonesome. So make sure that you have ethers. Well, that should be the last thing I gotta do, is that. And I can do Saber so that I don't have to use the spell slots, but I bought 99 ethers. I'm not worried. So, honestly, I can't imagine it survives this turn. All right. There we go. All right. That's done. You can see that's where we got to go. I don't remember if there are a lot of treasure chests in this one. I think really we've got some treasure chests there and then one down there. That's the mass immune down there. And then we got one down here. So there are some, a little bit of a pain to get to. Okay. Trying to read the map to make sure I'm doing it right. Oh no. Alright. Well, a little aggravating, but here's what it is. Does temper affect magic spells as well? Interesting. That's really where the big annoyance of these levels comes from, is you get these enemies that all have these like AoEs that do just enough damage that you can't heal them in one turn. So I'm gonna have to use some potions to clear up. Like I said, it's the item management here is nothing compared to what you're dealing with when you do like challenge runs. So let's go on ahead and start with, we'll start with the Masamune. Protect cloak. I think, doesn't it just cast like a Visra or something? Oh, that's okay. We can put one on him. It doesn't do anything, but it's a good defense. You ever stubbed your toe and it just aches? Oh, I thought that was a Masabune. An elixir. Weird. Maybe it's the one down at the bottom? I just sworn it was the one that's off on its own in the fire area. I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm always right or anything. Obviously, I've been wrong during this playthrough. Well, you shouldn't speak from authority about things you're not an authority in. But protect ring. Oh, everybody's already got them. Was that somebody at level 51? It was. Bummer. That's what happens. He got the Remake experience, so it got him 32,000. And he claimed a full level and a half off of that. Alright, here we go. Battles. So many battles. Like, I don't mind battling, but when you're trying to get through that Sasuke's blade again, maybe it's a couple of floors up then. Alright. Now, I don't mind the battles, but when you're trying to make content, it's very disheartening because it takes a lot of it. I mean, you got to think we've been going what, 10, 15, 20 minutes maybe, and we've spent most of that battling. Like, without the battles, I'm pretty sure I could get through this in 10 minutes. Get attacked right at the boss. This is Marilith, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because it's fire. Just like all the other bosses, it's just going to be a burn it down and get her done scenario. Excuse me. Lord. It's just, they have so little health. And he's only got 380. The white mage has double what he has. Shouldn't be much longer. There we go. Okay, let's go on ahead and fill up a little bit here. Ether. All right. Got know if there's anything in there. No. So we just need to go down and around. Yeah, this one's a little bit confusing. I mean, it's not that it's confusing. It's just you got to go around and up and then around and go out. And... Yep. Down. Through all the fights. It's a lot of fighting. Like, I want to know what kind of world you live in, that like wherever you go, there's this many things that are just out there tearing you up, and why people, I mean, you just have to think, like, what's it like for the people that live in these worlds? I mean, just think about it. You come in, you're living in this town, you never leave your town. Because if you do, it's like immediate death in some of these places because of how powerful these enemies can get. Especially in some areas. I don't know how anybody ever leaves town. And then you've got these 4 people coming in off the road, and they're just like, yeah, bro, we killed whoever. It's, you know, nothing. Like, what do you think of them? You're like, well, you got, like, you know, pirates and stuff. Yeah, but I don't see how that works either. Because you saw that pirate crew, we whooped them easy. But the enemies surrounding are so much harder. Like, does everybody just flee from every battle and hope you don't get hit? Because you'll die if you do? Okay, let's see. Alright, let's do this thing. Blind. I don't care if you blind anybody else. That was kind of weak sauce, not gonna lie. Cracking down. Next is, okay, yeah, Tiamat. Tiamat's where the Masamune is, because it's like all the way across the map. It's way down here. So, alright. Now, Masamune. So, you see it's got quite a bit more attack power. So you can put it on him. Here's the thing. See the issue here? Oh no, he can use, but he can't use the Excalibur, you see? So, you can do one of two things, and it's entirely up to you. I personally keep the Excalibur on my Knight, and then put the Masamune on my Red Mage. Because you're going to be attacking with both of them at the final boss, hopefully. If you're only going to be attacking with one, then you just you put it on that one, your strongest one, you just go to town. But especially if you're doing a knight's playthrough, or you're doing like anything on, you know, you'd put it on your strongest one. But in this case, I'm doing that because I plan on attacking with both of them because I need to burn down. I need to, as quickly as possible, reiterate that, burn down chaos. So I'm gonna do a quick save. If it doesn't work out, we'll just die and start over. But I put it on my knight the first time, and my knight was the only one that could do any real damage. And he kept going down because your top slot gets targeted most. So that's why my knight's only playthrough, my middle knight was actually the strongest one. The one where it's in my white mage spot right now. Spot. I need to stop. The problem is that with the headphones, I can't hear my own voice. Like I can do this, but I can't hear my own voice. So I don't know that I am mumbling while I have my headphones on. So I'm talking, and then I realize like halfway through, I'm like, I was mumbling through that entire thing, but I don't realize that I'm doing it. So definitely something I need to work on. And also, I talk too fast, like I just said there. Definitely something I need to work on. That was too much. That was too quick. But I got to work on my audio as well, my mic. So it's all a work in progress. I'll get there. I can still hear it. Yeah, that'll work for now, anyway. See, I mumble talk. It's something I got to get out of the habit of doing. I don't do it at work. I don't know why I would do it here. But I have an accent indicative to the area that I live, which is more southern. So my accent's gotten a lot thicker over the years. And it's not even that thick. It's just I don't speak with the same like clarity that I used to. Everybody's good. Ether. I think we should be fine with that. We're gonna attack. Temper up. Give it a turn or two, and then honestly, I don't know if I even need to give it a turn or two. I don't think he's going to survive another turn. I mean, man, look at that. How hard he can hit. Nice. Well, that's the last of the fiends. Now we're on to the final map, which means chaos is right here. We don't need to do any grinding because we are at above max level. So it's okay. They ran out of magic slots. Okay. Ether. Now, for this, it is quite literally going to be just building up that one person for a couple of turns, and then working our way into the red mage. It's such a weird thing, though. I mean, he knows he's constantly going back through time, so it's an endless cycle. Okay, I mean, he knows. It's surprising that he's doing it. So, we temper. Magic item. Temper. Now, yeah, I'll go ahead and cast Saber. Then I can cast you. I'll need to do a Hilra after this. I want to get too low. Magic Hilra. Yeah, he's gonna use Flare. And so he can do back-to-back flares, and that's where it gets dangerous, because that's enough to wipe out your entire team. We'll just do that over again. Tsunami. We're gonna start healing up. Okay. I don't want to stop attacking, because when you stop attacking, that's when it all goes downhill. Gotta be careful, because he's gonna... We gotta make sure his HP is always above 500. And that flare hits. White mage is a cure. Her. I got off track and I wasn't casting temper on both, and that's I think what did it. Just the one-shotting that's doing it. Yeah, make her stronger. That's gonna work. Fine. We'll just focus down on the one guy. I've done it before where I've done multiple people, and it worked out great. You get one to where he's hitting about 1,000. You start building the other one, and then you build both of them. For whatever reason, it's just not working this time. Be too much longer, honestly. We want to be doing enough damage that it actually can kill him. Because if he ends up casting Courage on himself, in all of our works gone. I don't seem to be getting any more attack out of it. I mean, I guess I should have put the Masamune on him, but I wanted everybody to go and do some damage. Out there. Nice. That's it. We're done. So yeah, focus fire on one person and just tear it down. Wasn't too bad. Oh man. So that's the end of Final Fantasy 1. We did it. Chaos is a pain because in the original versions, his all of his attacks were they were done in a series, so you actually knew from turn to turn what he was going to do because it wasn't randomized. It was very methodical. So he did this attack, then this attack, then this one, then this one, then this, and then I think it rotated after a certain number. With the Pixel remaster, they threw all that out the window and they made it completely random and they upped his HP. And by doing that, he can cast the same spells over and over and over again. Now that time he never casted Curaja once. He didn't do it. So he never fully healed himself, which actually really worked in our favor. He kept knocking out our guys, so we were having to regain and regain. Full life is an amazing spell because it allows you to instantly bring them back. Without that, you're constantly having to maintain healing. Like in the All Warriors and All Knights playthrough, 3 guys are constantly putting potions. That's all you're doing. The other one, you're just constantly using saber items. Constantly. That one, the Giant's Glaive, you're constantly using saber for like 10 turns. And then you're finally able to attack. And so it's very aggravating to play it that way. But that's how you do challenge runs in this. But honestly, that wasn't that bad. I think it took us a total of 14 hours, somewhere in there, to beat it. That's with all the farming that I did and everything else. So I'm going to get off of here now. We're going to call it for this episode. Obviously, we beat the game. I'll start the Final Fantasy 2 playthrough very soon. I'll probably have some videos of that up within the next week or two. And until then, we got Elden Ring playthrough coming through. I think the Arc Hardcore playthrough that I had started on stream a while back, I'm probably going to actually start that again and run it. Um, but that's something that's going to take a lot of time, so it'll just be like highlights. And beyond that, I don't know. Just the Final Fantasy playthroughs. I've got Kingdom Hearts. I'm looking into buying all the Kingdom Hearts games. So we got a lot of stuff from here that we can do. But thank you so much for joining me once again. It's been fun. It's been a trip through nostalgia. I don't enjoy this game near as much as I enjoy some of the other ones, because this game is so, it's basic. There's no better way to put it. It's a great game, and it really tells where this series started. It shows a lot of the things that the game became. It shows you just how much this game has progressed over time. These games have progressed, so it's fun to go back and play. But I don't know after this that I'll ever play these games again. But anyway, until next time, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. Thank you so much for joining. Definitely like, comment, subscribe down below. Tell me any other game series you want me to play. Shin Megami Tensei, the Devil May Cry series, any of those. I'll play any game series. I'll play any game. My goal is to play older games, though. I want to play games that kind of show us where gaming came from, and I like to kind of move that into the present, like starting the God of War series and things like that. I would love to do those. But just be aware, Final Fantasy series currently is taking precedent because that's my favorite series and I want to play it through. Dragon Quest series is coming, and the Kingdom Hearts series is coming. I have a full-time job outside of this. I have children. I have a family. I have responsibilities. So I have to do them as I can. But with that in mind, thank y'all once again so much. Y'all have a wonderful day and take care.